Hey guys, welcome back on Trinity. We're doing another tier list. It's been a while since our last one. We're going to be doing, as you can see, Holy Trinity Spider-Man movie official tier list. Disclaimer: this is going to be including from the start of the Raimi trilogy to about Far From Home, as there is a Venom 2 review that we already have out on the channel, and we have seen No Way Home, and we're going to do a review of that soon. But there is no spoilers for No Way Home, but spoilers for the rest of the movies, but not for No Way Home. That's
right.
Clayton.
Hi. You there?
Shall we just jump right into it?
Let's go.
More like let's swing.
Alrighty, this is comedic genius.
I am. Thank you.
Speaking of comedy, let's go back to the old cheesy Spider-Man days and look at the first Spider-Man movie, 2000. What do we think about this movie?
Remind me the main villain.
Green
It was
Goblin,
the Goblin.
played by Will.
Okay, I remember now. I just remember being
It's a classic.
right,
man.
but it was a long time ago, so I'm going off of you two here.
Right. For me, I quite enjoyed this movie. I think it's pretty comic accurate Peter Parker, and I really like the villain, and the story's pretty good. I will say it is quite cheesy, and some of it has dated a little bit, and I fucking hate Mary Jane.
Hell yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I hate her
Yeah.
like William Osborn hates her. Watch the movie.
William Osborn,
What's his name? William? Not William.
Norman, Harry.
Mr. Norman.
Yeah.
I remember the William, but yeah. Hate her like Norman would.
Mm.
But it's a classic, you know. It's
It is a
you know,
classic.
it's now become a happy little meme among the movies. It's like a very campy. Yeah, it's like nice movie.
Nice movie. I agree, mate. Where would you put it?
I'll put it in. I was thinking like. Oh, we have numbers yet. Let's put it on a 7. What you reckon,
We'll leave
boys?
that to you, mate. What about you, Sonny?
Fine by me. I'm gonna have to bounce off you for the older ones.
Spin it on it. Spinny. Nope. 7.
There we go. We love a bit of scuffiness.
All right.
Foolishness.
Up next, we have the sequel, Spider-Man 2, where the villain is Doc Ock.
I would again say 7 because I don't really remember it. So you guys go ahead.
I'm going to be honest, mate, I also kind of think it's like around the same. It's like,
Mm.
I think the Peter's development's better. The story is kind of better with the way it's Peter like dealing with being Spider-Man, and he kind of stops being Spider-Man. That was very
Yes, it's
interesting.
existential crisis moment here.
Yeah. And the effects and stuff for Doc Ock are really cool, and the cinematography is also actually better.
Yeah.
So on the other hand, I'm gonna say the villain's a bit weaker in this one. His motivations don't really make sense because it's like, well, are they his motivations? Are they the arm's motivations? And it's
Harry is
like,
shit.
why does he want to build this machine? It doesn't really make sense. It's kind of just like a thing.
Well, that's the problem with I guess yeah, it was only in this movie, right? Where it's like he need the arms for the machine, but
Yeah,
what he actually doesn't.
he actually doesn't.
Yeah, there's a bit
give
of
it-
a plot hole there. Or just I guess yeah. I forgot the word. but just like
Yeah.
not supposed to be.
It also continues the trend that I'd hate in these movies, which is Mary Jane getting taken hostage at the end of the movie. Because I don't like Mary Jane for one. It's like a trope, but also I just really hate Mary Jane, so I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Harry in this
What
one?
would you-
Harry's in this one, right?
Harry says it.
Yeah, Harry. Be Harry. You
He's
remember
very
Harry?
pissed.
Yeah, he's very like, I want to kill Spider-Man. And then he doesn't kill Spider-Man because he's Harry. I mean, I feel like Harry's whole shtick is a bit, pretty thin. It's pretty thin.
I mean,
Shallow, that's the word.
it's not terrible, but it's just like it kind of. I mean, there's one scene that describes it perfectly when he goes like, "I lost everything except Spider-Man." It's just like it's just all about his hunt for Spider-Man. It's just like nothing else to his character except that he hates Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's kind of it's a bit annoying.
I mean, Spider-Man gets annoyed. I mean, in the third movie.
Yeah, we'll get to that shortly. Do you think this is better than the first one?
I guess a bit, but like I guess they're almost on par. I'd say.
Yeah, maybe this is like a bit better. I'm thinking like maybe like a or like 7.5 or 8.
Yeah. Oh, the train fight was classic.
That was I think maybe like an 8.
Yeah, you can put it on an 8. Or like halfway there.
Nice.
Sunny?
I don't mind. Sure. They're all about the same to me. It's been too long.
Yeah.
They're all Toby.
All right, now we come to Spider-Man 3, the end of the Raimi trilogy. Who would like to discuss this?
Spider-Man 3 is extra. I feel like the goofiness is extra on this one, but
Yeah.
that is what makes it funnier. I feel like
the goofiness is like the best part of the movie.
yeah.
But when it's not being goofy, I don't really like the movie. It's like I hate Peter Parker in this movie for one. He's just not. I don't like him. He's not a likable protagonist. If you want to talk about the villains, a lot of people go like, "Oh, Sandman's a really good villain because he has motivation and stuff." I'm gonna be honest. Rewatching this, I don't like Sandman. I didn't like him. Harry, on the other hand, I think they could have done great things with him, but then they gave him amnesia, and then he kind of just like didn't do it.
Didn't they cut like you said they cut Harry plot lines because they wanted to make room
for the third villain,
Yeah.
which was Venom. That's another thing that I don't mind about this movie. I don't mind the character of Eddie Brock in this. I think he was fine until he got the Venom suit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like him as Eddie Brock, but like in the way that like I thought he was a pretty compelling villain. Because like to be honest, I get his motivations, and then like the Venom suit just makes him more of a dickhead. But like,
yeah,
Peter was kind of fucking over his life, and Peter was kind of a dickhead. So I don't like Peter in this.
But that's what makes him funny in this one. He's like, oh, he's a dickhead, but he's like a dorky ass dickhead. So like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, but he loses all of like the Peter Parker-ness from the other two.
Nice.
But like that's why, because the Venom thing. So I mean, he's not
No,
supposed to be
yeah.
Peter Parker. You know?
No. Before he puts on the suit, remember? That's what me and Nelson were like going. It's kind of a dickhead
When
because he's
he's
like
like
acting like a dick before he puts the suit on, which doesn't
when
make
he
sense.
was talking to like MJ and shit.
When he was like his bandmate.
Oh
When was it
yeah,
Gwen? It was Gwen.
he went. But like that's
That
just
was
like
before. That was before the suit. You gotta admit that was before the suit.
yeah.
I don't
guess it's
remember
a
that
bit.
anymore.
I guess it's a flawed,
Yeah,
I haven't.
flawed judgment by Peter there.
Hmm.
I would say.
Yeah, I have no place to talk about these films. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
So we'll get to the next.
But maybe it's just tongue in cheek, you know? But literally tongue in cheek.
Jesus.
Yeah, a bit of tomfoolery. But I guess not.
Yeah. This one is about a 3 to a 4 or something for me.
Actually, does MJ still suck in this one?
She does. She sucks in all.
But this time she has more motivation to be like, my life sucks, but Peter life so good, and he be kissing other women.
Yeah, which is the kissing other women part. Fair point.
But
But also,
your
like,
life
she's kind of just like
sucks,
acting
but-
like a bit of a dick as well. Prior
Yeah.
to that, she's just like, "Oh yeah, Peter's life's great, but mine's shit. I'm gonna be shit to Peter, kind of."
She's got what she deserved, man. Yeah.
What do we think? Where would this?
I think an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, because it's so funny.
Sonny, whereabouts see?
No idea.
All right, then we'll average it between a 3 and an 8.
What
What's
are you
the middle
thinking?
of?
3, man? This is a masterpiece.
All right, a 5.5.
Think about how many memes are taken from this film.
That is true, mate. But all right, fine. I'll give you a 6 on it.
Nice.
The second.
Right, fair,
To
man.
say it's a good view. Not really. All right. Now we get into bad territory, again, where we go into Amazing Spider-Man. Do you remember this?
Not really.
This is the one with the lizard.
You know, I might not
Connors.
remember this for better or for worse.
Yeah.
You remember Dr. Connors, though?
Kind of. Not really. I don't know.
From the new movie? That's where he was from. Jack being crispy,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
you being a bit
The
crispy.
audio is
man.
really crazy. You see my message, by the way? Take this opportunity to just, yeah.
No, because if I go off this, it goes white.
We only have a few movies to go, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can't look at Discord, so like, is my mic working or is it?
Yes, it's
Sounds
back.
good now.
All right, cool. All right, Amazing Spider-Man, the reboot of the franchise with Andrew Garfield.
Mr. Garfield.
This movie to me is very middle of the road. It's like, I hate the story with the Green, not us to say Green Goblin, the lizard. He's trying to turn them into lizard people. I hated that. I thought Andrew
Lizards.
Garfield wasn't great in this movie. And his character in general was kind of a dick sometimes. And his motivations were pretty fucked for a Spider-Man. It was like, I want to get revenge and
No, he's the
Kill
edgy Spider-Man.
Uncle Ben. Yeah, I don't like the edginess. However, I thought there were good moments. I like the chemistry between him and the Stone. I also liked Uncle Ben, and Uncle Ben's death scene was actually kind of sad, mate.
It was. Because, like, we had a
Yeah.
bit of time to get to know Mr. Uncle Ben before he passed away. And he was a good man. Good man.
Yeah, I like when the movie was fun, which it was sometimes. I like when the crane thing, and he like
The
that was
Power
kind of cute.
Atreides helped out Spider-Man to fight Mr. Lizard.
Yeah, and yeah, that's why I think this movie's it's kind of shit, but like it's not too bad. I think it's just not something I would rewatch.
They emphasize too much on
It's like
Peter's dead
very.
parents.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I was gonna just talk more about the second one, but yeah, they
Oh,
do
yeah.
emphasize a bit too much on parents, and I don't give because that's not like uh, who cares, right?
Who cares? They dead. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here clueless. Go ahead and just rank it. I can't
Alright,
add anything.
let's give it a 6.
It was 6. I think it's about a 5, so we go like 5.
Five. Right in the middle.
We come to probably the worst one, right? Which is Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the sequel to this. And let's just say it is utter garbage.
I actually forgot to rewatch this one, mate.
Well, I did recently, the other day, and let me tell you this. Let me give you some context. You see, I had a presentation night to get to. I had about an hour to watch this movie, so I was like, okay, I'll watch the important scenes. And by doing that, I could skip through the movie and realize how much of this movie could have just been cut out. There was a subplot involving Peter discovering more about his parents, and that they're building like biochemical weapons and stuff, and it goes absolutely nowhere.
Damn.
Absolutely nowhere. And there's a big focus on that from the start because you get this like intense plane sequence with his parents and stuff. Goes nowhere. Gives a shit. Electro's in it. Electro's fucking garbage. It was cringe, mate. It was absolutely cringe.
Yeah, from what I remember, it's pretty cringe.
Harry Osborn's in this movie. He's also very cringe. Very cringe. Norman's in this movie, but it's weird. He's just dead. Dead, mate.
It's just dead. Nah.
Yeah.
He did that.
Also,
Damn.
another thing on the weakest part of the first movie was the ending with like him breaking the promises stuff. And it's like this movie's kind of trying to be like, oh, there are consequences because then it does like Gwen's death at the end. But like to me,
Bye,
it was all
Gwen.
just handled really bad, and I just didn't like this movie.
Damn. What do you think?
It was also edited really badly. Very choppy action scene, especially like from the start. I was like, yeah, this not good looking, and over reliance on CGI. This movie is about a 2 for me. Does anyone object?
You do what you want. You're the
I'm
boss of
gonna
the
give you a 2.5 since I don't remember.
It's worse than you probably remember.
It would be.
Nice.
But,
Nice.
all right, now we get to one I'm sure Sunday you remember, and that's Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes.
First Homecoming. And personally, I love this. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Just- So good.
Yeah.
So good. Tom Holland's great. Everything's great. So great. So good.
Is that all we need to say? Do we just rank it now?
I really like the Vulture as a villain. Maybe the one thing that's not the best about this one is Liz Allen. Because she, like, I guess in the grand scheme of the whole trilogy, she's kind of like probably the weakest part. Like, come on, do y'all even remember Liz
like,
Allen?
was she the chick? The Peter was trying to like impress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it did lead to one of the best things in the movie, which is when Vulture's like, oh, I'm her dad. That was a cool twist that I enjoyed.
Daddy.
Yeah.
first Spider-Man
What would you-
series to get the high school thing right.
I agree, mate.
I'm thinking 9,
Where
bro.
would you guys? 9? Sun dude?
Sure.
Alright, 9. Now we get to our favorite film, Venom.
Oh, did you get Venom too?
Nah, that we've already reviewed that, so we don't need to.
Oh, I don't need. It's not getting a tier list. Right.
Doesn't any get far from. Alright, Venom, the first one. It's a garbage film. I didn't like it at all.
Eddie.
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 I mean, it's basically like the exact same as Venom 2 film. And I can't remember what I gave that movie. What did I give it? Like a 3?
I think the first Venom was better than Venom 2.
Yeah. So we can at least say that.
Well, to me, I think they're like the same.
Because first
like,
Venom was like, I guess, about Eddie's journey to accept Venom. Well, Venom 2 is just like, yo, Eddie, Venom, and the boys fighting other Venom. Red Venom.
Well, the second movie is just the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
also,
But
Eddie
they fall in
accepting
love
Venom.
again.
This one, this ain't real love story. This is just sadness of sad
Domestic
lonely
violence inside your head.
man. Yes.
Also, I remember, wasn't there like a lot of controversy that they cut out a ton of the film to make it
Oh yeah, the
suitable
first one.
for M?
It's supposed to be R18, was it?
Well, actually, the interesting thing is that's not necessarily true. Because, like, if
Is
you
it
watch
fake news?
Venom 2, yeah, it seems like it was always intended to be M. It's just that that's the way they edited it.
Right.
Yeah. And
Damn.
that's the fault. It's not the fault really of the studio. It's still the fault of the movie because that's the way it was always going to be. So like,
Right.
what did they expect? Same could be said about the sequel, which they definitely knew was going to be M-rated because the first one. It's like,
Then
what would you guys put this one?
I'll give Venom a 4 to be generous.
Sunny?
I honestly don't remember enough. 6, 5-ish.
All right, we'll say 3. So we'll go to around 4, I guess.
All right.
Just remember the Eminem Venom song.
He has the Eminem Venom.
Oh, yes.
All right, Into the Spider-Verse, 10 out of
All
10.
right, just instantly put it up there, right?
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 Yeah, I like it.
You agree? All right, too easy.
Easy peasy.
But that Post Malone song became tiring after a while.
I mean, that's not the movie. That's really not the movies.
It was
Yeah.
indie movie, so it's movie's fault.
All right, Far From Home. I also really, really like this.
Yes.
I think it's better than what I remember. Yeah, I think I like this one more.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Because he got more established
Dude.
peatiness. I like that. 9.5.
I'd agree with that.
as well. Too easy.
All right, and there is our Spider-Man 2.
Yo.
Wow.
Venom
Right.
2 is a 10 out of 10. It's just not on the list.
Here's some stickers. Thanks for watching. Wow.
Wow, very zoomed in.
Wow.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, keep your eyes out for our Spider-Man No Way Home review.
Coming soon
Yeah.
to your door.
You thought.
Straight to your house. Let's go. And stalk each one of you. If you don't hit the subscribe button, we'll take your dog.
Yeah.
And
eat it
leave him in
too.
a hot car.
Oh yeah, that too.
We'll leave some spiders in your house as well.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
What the dog?
All right.
What the dog doing?
That note. See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.